Okay, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutation you Achamat that I push this word in truth and in sincerity. I have a little testimony that I want to get into. You got to watch your surroundings. Now, I went to get some water, so I went to the grocery store, the supermarket, to get 2 cases of water. So I left my car parked in the driveway of the supermarket. So at the same time, I wanted to get some nachos. So I'm going to the pizza shop to get some nachos. So I'm walking. So I noticed 2 guys, I didn't think they was together, because one was walking ahead of him. So he was like, excuse me, bro. Can you tell me where the train station is at? So I'm like, the train station is right down the block, right here. Look, go over here. You see the train, the platform? You see the train station? It's right there. He said, thanks, man, but how can I get to the 4 train? So I was like, that's easy, bro. Take that 2 train right there to 104 Street in Grand Concourse. Get off, go upstairs. The 4 and the 5 will take you. The 4 or the 5 will take you to you need to go. You want the 6 train? Well, the 4 or the 5 will take you right there to the 6 train, because they both drive through Westchester, and that's where the 6 train is at. So he was like, thanks, man, I appreciate you. Now, I go back, I get my nachos, I go back, pick up my car from the supermarket parking lot. So I'm driving to go to the liquor store so I could pick me up some Yayan. And who I see? And there's 2 liquor stores in my neighborhood. Boys that been in my neighborhood know it's 2 liquor stores. So I'm not going to the first one. I'm going to the second one by the train station. Who do I see hanging out in front of the A-Rap store? Them very 2 same guys. They act like they wasn't together, but they was hanging out in front of the store. They didn't get on the train. They was trying to figure out if I was from the neighborhood, because they never saw me before. They was trying to figure out if I was from the neighborhood so they could rob me. Because if I would have gave them the wrong, I don't know, they probably would have tried to rob me, strong arm me. But I'm not the victim. So I peeped it. So I'm like, oh, okay. These niggas was looking for no direction. They looking for a victim. All right. You see, Jake like to play games, man. Jake like to play games like as if they, can't take accountability. They that's, I don't understand Jake, man. They love violence. And that's what's coming. And none of you 2/3 niggas is innocent, man. None of you 2/3 niggas are innocent, man. When the Most High allowed Esau, the sharper, that was the sharpening that sword, to bring the hammer down, 2/3 of you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're gonna get your ass handed to you. These devils are not playing, man. You thinking everything is good. You out here gang banging, doing what you do. But everything is not good, man. And you're gonna soon find out. And no, you're not innocent. So when shit happened to you, and you one of these YNs, a YN represents a young nigga. Okay, that's what they were. You could tell. He's much younger than me. Trying to set a trap to see if I know the neighborhood. And when they saw that I knew what I was talking about, then they kind of said thanks and moved on, thinking they're gonna find another victim. Then I saw them in front of the store, that's hanging out right under the train station, not going anywhere. Looking like they were looking for their next victim. The Most High's gonna bring that hammer down. None of you niggas are innocent, man. None of you niggas are innocent, man. This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. It says, not 924, 4 and 7, Slakia. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent, or whether the righteous cut off. The Most High ain't gonna cut no righteous man off, man. And all you niggas that's dropping like flies, getting shot up, getting whacked out, the Most High's putting a goddamn hit on your ass, man. And them angels, pursuant to the book of Sirach 39, verse 28, that spirit that's created for vengeance is carrying out the Lord Yahweh while Yahweh Shah's orders to off you niggas, to whack you niggas out, man, because y'all ain't right in the spirit. Y'all got multiple demons on you. Walking around with your pants sagging, selling drugs, scheming to rob people. And you can see through the bullshit, man. You can see through the bullshit how Jake is moving. Like as if they doing something prolific, like, you know, like you can't see through their bullshit. And that's why, hey, none of you niggas are innocent, man. This is back in Job chapter 4, verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent, or wherever the righteous cut off. Verse 8, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity, which is sin upon sin, and sow wickedness, reap the same. When you out there plowing iniquity and sowing wickedness, man, iniquity is sin upon sin. It says, let me read it again. Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness, whatever you sow in life, whether it's righteous or wicked, you're going to reap it. And a lot of these niggas don't have a clue of what's coming down the pipe. That's where you're going to be taken in a great number. That's why you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are going to be taken in a great number pursuant to the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5, verse 1 on down. You're going to be taken in a great number. Because the way of truth is hidden from you, man. Because the Most High have no, you the undesirable. You are one of the undesired. And the Most High have no use for you. That's why you're part of the 2/3 club. And that's why the Lord's going to allow Esau, which call you 2/3 useless eaters, to do a number on you cats, man. You know, man, you trying to get some groceries, you get some water, trying to get something to eat. And here it is, you got two cats trying to scheme on you. In your neighborhood that you've been in for XYZ amount of years. And like I said, I usually drive around, but sometimes I walk. This particular time I drove to the supermarket to get some waters, 2 cases of water. So I left my car parked there and walked instead of parking my car on the main street and risk getting a ticket. So I just walked. Here it is, these 2 scumbag cocksuckers, excuse my language, trying to lure me to a trap, trying to set me up until they realized I knew the neighborhood. Because they from the neighborhood. And that's how stupid these niggas are. They too dumb to realize they dumb because they dumb. It says, even as I have seen, they that have plowed iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. It says, by the blast, verse 9, by the blast of Yahweh, it says, by the blast of Yahweh, they perish, and by the breath of his nostrils are they consumed. And that's what's coming down the pipe, man. That's what's coming down the pipe. You're going to be put to death harshly. And it's going to be by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. He's going to sanction your death by them spirits that's created for vengeance, which is in the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 28. There will be spirits created for vengeance. Keep thinking everything is a joke, man. You being lined up for an executioner, which are them spirits of vengeance, them angels. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I am he, and there's no God with me. There's no Jesus. There's no Allah. There's no Buddha. There's none of them Egyptian gods that you niggas like to worship. No. The only true and living power is Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah. That's it, man. And there's no God with him. with them. It says, see now that I, Deuteronomy 32 verse 39, see now that I, even I am he, and there's no God with me. I kill. The Lord said he kill and make alive. I wound and I heal. The Lord can get you, the Lord can set it up where you get shot up and you live. Or you get the shit beat out you and live. Or you can get stabbed up, shot up, and get killed. The Most High sanctions your death. There's no one that can deliver you out of his hands. You understand that. I hope you comprehending this shit. And soon, rather than later, a lot of you, the 2/3 of you jakes are going to comprehend real soon that you've been caught up in the trick bag. And all you wacky-tacky ass Christian that's trying to save Esau, the very same devil you trying to save is going to be the very same devil that come at you with a dagger in his hand, trying to do you dirty. Or with the modern day sword is the gun in his hand, trying to do you dirty, which is going to be done by the military or the Gurkha troops or the UN troops or the National Guards. You're going to find out real soon that your pastors are setting you up for the kill. Because they got a 501c3 charter, so they're going to follow the rules. You just don't know that. Because you're too dumb to realize you're dumb because you're dumb. It says, I wound and I heal, neither is there any that could deliver out of my hand. Verse 40, for I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. If I wet between sharpen my glittering sword and my hand take hold on judgment, that's what's coming, judgment. I will render vengeance to my enemies. 2/3 of you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, you are the enemies of the Most High, and will reward them that hate me. Some of you going to escape the punishments that's coming during the time of martial law and Jacob's trouble, just to get caught up and get burned alive in a lake of fire. Verse 42. I will make my arrows, which are nuclear missiles, drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, and that with the blood of the slain and of the captives from the beginning of revenge upon the enemy. And the 2/3 you Negroes, Hispanics, niggas, y'all are the enemies of the Most High, man. Y'all are the enemies of the Most High. Make no mistakes about that. Y'all are the enemies of the Most High. One more to prove that the Most High is a God that kills. This is 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down the grave and bringeth up. You understand? It's the Lord that killeth and maketh alive. He's going to put that spirit on that angel, that spirit of vengeance on that angel to carry out and appease him that made him for that very same purpose. It is what it is, man. And you get tired of Jake, man. Like, I couldn't see through their bullshit. What they was trying to do. What they was trying to do was see if I knew the neighborhood. They never saw me in the neighborhood. Because like I said, I be driving a lot through there. Sometimes I walk, sometimes I drive and leave my car parked, double park, get what I got to get back in my car and break out. So they never saw me, even though I seen them quite a few times. So I know they from the neighborhood. Then when they realized that I was privy to the neighborhood, knew the neighborhood, then they like, okay, backed off. Now wasn't no repercussions to come. But I came home and put curses on them niggas, man. I came home and put curses on them niggas. You can't trust a nigga, man. I came home and put curses on them niggas. Because they deserve to get cursed. And what's coming down the pipe is the sword of the Lord. That's going to bring heavy judgment. And he's going to use it by the way of Esau, the so-called white man, to bring that judgment upon the 2/3 you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. This is Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 9. Son of man, prophesy. Which is exactly what we're doing. We go out there week after week, put up videos throughout the week, prophesizing the downfall and the destruction of America and judgment upon the 2/3 you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and that's what's coming. heavy judgment. Ezekiel 21 verse 9, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. That sore slaughter is going to come by the hands of Esau. The Most High going to put the spirit on Esau to bring forth that sore slaughter, to bring judgment upon the 2/3 you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans who can't get right, who refuse to get right. And that's the bottom line, man. Trying to set me up for the okie doke. Like I'm stupid. Like I can't see through your bullshit. And after I gave him the directions, I get in my car, I'm going to the second liquor store. Brothers in my neighborhood, brothers that been in my neighborhood that know where I live at, know what I'm talking about when I mean the second liquor store. And I see these niggas under the fucking two line that's chilling. Then I realized I see these niggas there all the time. They live in this neighborhood. They was seeing if I lived in the neighborhood so they could rob me. But they won't face no repercussions. But repercussions is coming because I put curses on you bastards. Want to play games? Let the games begin. If you got kids, hope your bastards die young. But they YN, so they young themselves, so you're going to die the death of the wicked. You understand? Because I put heavy curses on you niggas. Walk around with your pants hanging off your ass, showing your dirty ass shitty drawers. It says, verse 10, Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 10, it is sharper to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. And he hath given it to be furbished that it may be handled. Who's going to handle that sword? Esau, the so-called white man. The modern day sword is the gun. This sword is sharpened and it is furbished to be given to the hands of the slayer. The slayer is Esau, the so-called white man. Cry and howl. It's exactly what we do every week. Out there in the highways and the byways and throughout the week putting up videos. Cry and howl. Son of man, for it is upon my people. It shall be upon all the princes of Israel terrors. By the reason of the sword shall be upon my people. It says, smite therefore upon the thigh. Let it be known what's coming down the pipe. I know I bring this scripture out quite a few times, but it must be read one more time. Because the Most High appointed 4 kinds of deaths for you wicked ass niggas out there, man. The Most High appointed 4 kinds of death for you wicked ass niggas out there. And guess what? None of y'all gonna escape. Because the Most High got his eyes on every last one of you. He know who you are. Slakia. The Most High knows exactly who you are. Slakia. Now I'm starting to cough. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, verse 1. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, we know that Moses represent the law and Samuel represent the prophets. Stood before me, yet my mind cannot be towards this people. Whose people? You Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, who are the children of the children of Israel. It says, cast them out of my sight. That happened in 70 AD. The Most High cast. How did the Most High cast us out of his sight? By kicking us out of the homeland, the Holy Land, and scattering us throughout the 4 corners of the earth. It says, cast them out, let them go forth. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, such as for death to death, and such as for the sword to the sword, and such as for the famine to the famine. A famine It's a lack of food, a lack of water, which is a horrible way to go. It says, and such as for the famine to the famine, and such as that are for the captive to the captivity, being put in concentration camps. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord Yahweh: the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. And that's what's coming. Them zoo animals, when all hell break loose, they're going to be unleashed. And they're going to have, they pickings with the 2/3 you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. You're going to be getting devoured by them wild jackals, them hyenas. It showed you that in that movie, Gangs in New York, back in the 1800s, when they had a riot in New York City, how them zoo animals was unleashed, was attacking people. The same thing is going to happen again. Keep thinking everything is a joke, man. You get tired of going through these, through these bullshit emotions with these niggas, man. Like you can't see through them. But they too stupid to realize you can see through their bullshit. And you navigate around their bullshit. And thank for them. Shit is crazy, man. That was just a little testimony that I went through the other day. Dudes not knowing that I live in a neighborhood. And then the crazy thing is you see them hanging out like as if they know where they was at, man. Asking for directions to see if I know where I'm at. So they could try to victimize me. Shit's crazy, man. You gotta just, be on point, be circumspect. Cause these niggas out here, man, they different. These YNs out here, they different, man. They bold as hell, and they don't care who they attack, who they try to prey upon, until they become the victim. Now, they mothers and fathers, if they got a father in their life, is crying, "Oh, my son was a good kid. Your son was a demon." The Apostle Tahar said this a long time ago in one of his videos. I think it was like 2-3 years ago. There's no rehabilitating these niggas, man. The only remedy for these niggas is not rehabilitation, is death. Death. And that's what's coming. Death. Just keep playing your silly games and see where it gets you. Because judgment is on the way. And most of you YNs is going to be drafted because they're bringing that draft back. You better believe they bringing that draft back. And a lot of you niggas will become fertilizers over there in the Middle East, in the Persian Gulf, in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, which is Yahweh Shaphat, the Lord's judgment. And that's what's coming. Judgment, death, and destruction. Keep thinking everything is sweet. You hoe ass, bitch ass, young niggas that call yourselves YNs. You're going to learn the hard way. Shalom.